What's going on, guys, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. So, unfortunately, I literally just recorded a frickin' 20-minute episode for you guys, and little did I notice that it didn't record at all. So that was awesome. We pretty much looted a large part of this town and got like some extra med packs. We got a bunch of beer. A couple other things. We were hopping from these buildings, like all these little industrial buildings that have the little beer things on the bottom. And then as I was coming to this one, I was like, shit, it's not recording. This fucking sucks. So we're going to do this last building and just see what we can find. And then we're going to head home and start working on the castle. It's unfortunate that that happened, but I'm not going to just like re-loot, you know? Like there's not going to be anything there for me. You know what I mean? I think I already looted this place, to be honest. What are you doing back there, Geoffrey? Trying to protect yourself? But, you know, it happens, and it kind of sucks that it happens. You know, whatever, I guess. I just have to go work on my castle a little bit more, which is kind of what you guys want to see anyway. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The way back is right up here. And I'm just going to head back now, and pretty much I'll see you guys when I get there, because I don't want to show the running. Because that's going to be really boring. See you in a minute. Alright guys, so I have made my way home to the humble abode. And it's just a little bit later. It's almost nighttime. We're actually relatively close to having nighttime come upon us. And I thought I would just work on the farm. We need to get a hoe made. I don't know if we actually have any more iron bars. I thought we made a shit ton of them. There actually might be more sitting in the forge for all I know. No. No. Nope. 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 We used all of them, didn't we? We used all of them, didn't we? That just sucks, doesn't it? Alright, well, let me just put this. What am I doing? I don't want this. I want this. There we go. There we go. Give me my food back. Let's go ahead and just drop off a few items. Like this item. Of leather, if we ever want to make more leather armor, or that iron chest armor that we actually found. With sniper stock right here, and we probably don't need this many first aid kits. We do have a stack of first aid kits right there, so let's go ahead and put that one there. And this is more of a minerals one, so let's go ahead and put the animal fat. We have actually we have some in the corner right here, and then corn, and then potato. And then this, and sure that, you know. And these are the things that we're going to be eating for the time being. Until we can make venison stew with this. Here we go, we're going along well, alright. All these here, these are pretty much all necessary things to take with you pretty much everywhere. Let's go ahead and repair our pickaxe. Actually, we have an auger now. To be honest, the pickaxe is useless, and so is the fire axe. I just realized that. Sledgehammer. On a second thought, I will definitely repair, because I want that shit to be in tip-top condition for when we're smacking zombies in the face. We're going to go ahead and just mine out a nice little hillside, and see how much iron we can get out of that, and start smelting that down to be able to work on our castle even more. And we need stone as well, which is used to make concrete, which we're going to have to pour in these little things. And we're also going to have to dig a moat, so we have a lot of augering today to do. And the moat's going to be pretty fun, but pretty hard to do, because like I said, we do need to fill it in with the wood frames to make sure that the wall does not fall on itself, because that would suck a lot of balls. If we just built a giant reinforced concrete wall, and then it fell on itself, due to the fact that it wasn't heavily supported against zombies. That's why we're having the moat in the first place, is to support against zombies. Alright. And as you saw in the little town, actually you didn't see because it didn't record, shit, but there was a lot of zombies there, and there was a lot of spider zombies calling even more zombies. It was getting pretty hectic, and at one point I was kind of just like, alright, I really shouldn't stay here. I keep getting hit, and I keep using my antibiotics and my first aid kits and shit. And it was starting to get really, really bad, so I was like, alright, it's time to leave. Let's just get the beer and go, because the beer is the best, because there's no debuff on the beer yet, so you don't really have to worry about, like, you're sprinting at all. Your stamina's pretty much all set if you have beer, so pretty awesome. Drink some water. We're trying to find a a viable hillside. I haven't really found one yet. See if there's anything on our map. Maybe over here. Oh, that might be a viable hillside right there. To get some iron and some stone for some cement, etc. Let's grab any corn on our way because, like I said, I want to get that venison stew going like ASAP. I also want to start farming, but I need iron to be able to make a hoe. That's why we're doing this, by the way. Okay. Alright, so this hillside has to be worthy of iron. If it's not, I really don't know what to tell this game. This game is dumb. She died. Awesome. Are you joking? It's all dirt. Okay. There is literally no iron in this hillside. Why the hell? I guess where our hunt is for the hillside now. That contains iron. Because that one looks like it might. I see some exposed stone. And then I see more goldenrod and some more corn that I want. See, the thing of that is we don't really need to grow corn. But if we grow it, it could give us a lot more. It's actually relatively close to nighttime as well. So that kind of sucks. We might have to head home in approximately 2 hours game time, so. Is this a shitty biome? Have I already searched the city in this? Yeah, I've already searched the shitty biome. City. Alright, what do we got? Nothing. Check the other side. This kind of sucks. I thought we would have a hillside, like really relatively close to our base. Like a good hillside. One that's exposed iron and everything already. Oh, this blows. What I could do is go ahead and maybe grab some of the iron blocks over here just for the time being so we can at least do the farm today. And I'll figure out the iron situation. I'll find a hillside somewhere else. I had a hillside before, but I don't remember where it was. That's where I originally got all my iron. I think maybe it was the other way, over here, maybe? Over here? I don't remember, but I remember I had one. I thought it was over here somewhere. Oh, well. Let's go ahead and just grab a couple iron, like, X-beams or whatever the hell they are. I-beams, sorry. And, yep, some of these. We should be good to go. And one of those usually makes 1 to 2 iron. I'm not sure. I think it made 1 or 2. But it does make iron. And that's all we really need at this point. We just need a little bit to be able to make a hoe, pretty much. Hey, yo, fuck off. Yeah, that's what I thought. Run, bitch. Okay. Thank you for your honey. Awesome. You're a hornet, but you have honey. Makes sense. Makes sense. Here we are. A little bit more. Alright, that should be more than enough to be able to make a hoe. And then we use that hoe to make a potato and corn farm. And then we start getting that shit going. We can pretty much live in our castle at this point. One thing that I wanted to possibly do is we need to set up a loot room. And the best way for us to set up a loot room would to be making a basement. Can I make a basement without collapsing everything is a solid question. And that can only be answered if we try. So, later down the line, we will be trying to make a basement. But for now, we're going to live our inventory and our forges and all that kind of stuff out of our little humble sanctuary house that has really just protected us from pretty much everything forever from now, for a while. So, we don't really have to worry about it. I mean, honestly, could have just lived in this house forever, but there's no fun in that, you know? You got to build something really cool that you enjoy building. And if I ever get attacked by hordes, maybe my castle would survive. Like 2 or 3 hordes. Actually, this is a screeching zombie right here. Hello, hello. I'm actually going to let him screech. You know what? Screech, man. Screech. Why are you not screeching? Screech. Screech. Okay. I mean, I gave you your chance, I guess. Alright. And time to go make a hoe. And then make the hoe... Why haven't I grabbed this yet? Look at this. Okay. We should get some of our goldenrod cooking up, too. Here we are. Grab some cotton on accident. Whatever. Here we are. Alright, awesome. Okay. So, goldenrod, iron, hoe, farm, potatoes. That's the order in which we are doing things. Okay. Head on up. Awesome. We'll keep this basic water on us right now. Throw that in there. We do have more somewhere. Here we are. Pretty much almost enough. Whatever. Actually, it's just over enough. Where is the coal? We have lumps of coal. Let's see if 4 lumps of coal is enough. Not even close, but I guess we could do that. We had actual coal somewhere, I thought. Here we go. Perfect. And then we want to make some iron, which would be these right here. 36, apparently. I guess it's 3 per. And we put some coal in here. And we should be good to get some iron in a minute. And then I think we already have sticks to be able to make a hoe. Yep, it's just 2 iron, but we could use the extra iron to make some more rebar frames to be able to continue our castle. Which we actually had a couple more rebar frames that we didn't use, which we could use right now. Around, to make the wall a little bit taller, since it is going to be necessary to have a taller wall. Current one's not exactly perfect. There goes 1 iron. Just need 1 more, and we can make a hoe. 1 more, and we can make a hoe. Almost there. Come on. Tickle it. Maybe it'll go faster. How about, come on, come on. Boom. Alright. And hoe. And boop, boop, boop. And boop, boop. Awesome. We got a hoe for farming. We're going to let the goldenrod tea go all the way before we take it. Hello, zombies. I'm going to my castle. Don't mind me. And we will use these to continue this tower. Or we could just put it around the outer wall. Like, no, not like that. Like this. I totally think there's a zombie in my base. I guess it's a zombie spawned in my base. I guess that's kind of something that you got to expect when you build outside. Alright. What we need is the hoe. I already have it in my inventory. Okay. The plan was to use this back wall as the hoeing ground. Why is it doing this to me? Okay, spider zombie. Welcome to my house. Hope you had a great stay. What's up, fat zombie? Welcome to my house. How do you had a great stay? Alright, see you later. I don't know what the hell was happening there. But some kind of shenanigans shit was happening there. And it still is, and it's pissing me off. Maybe because it's not flat. I really don't know, but it's pretty obnoxious. I guess the one in the corner is not susceptible to having things planted on it. Like I just said, not susceptible. Why did we do it? Alright, we gotta do this again. What are you breaking? What are you breaking? Yo, fuck off. That's why we need a moat. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. Here we go. Boom. 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 That's not the corner. Why did it break? Holy hell, this is annoying. Okay, I'll figure this out later. This is fucking annoying as hell. Thank you guys for stopping by today's 7 Days to Die episode. I'm gonna go ahead and repair this as well. I will figure out what happened there. I probably need to just back it up away from the wall one in order for it to work appropriately. I also forgot to break the potatoes over, so it really wouldn't even make a difference right now anyway. So yeah. Alright, close the door on top of the zombies. Tomorrow, we're going to work on making the moat and that kind of stuff. It's pretty much nighttime anyway, so we have to wait through the night. That's why the zombies are a little bit more harassing right now. And I will pretty much see you guys tomorrow. Adios.